feel like my camera is super dark today, but no, this video is not going to take place in the park or in my car, but I do have this dino that I want to catch DNA from because it is an integral part of a unique dinosaur. And actually, I'm going to go into the dinosaurs of the week this week because it's actually really nice. We have some more hybrids to talk about that were released late last week that I never got a chance to discuss. And additionally, I want to talk about the strike towers for the week because we do have 4 epic strike towers this week. It's going to be a rather great week. Well, hello Tarbosaurus. Also, a really nice component for a unique hybrid. But yeah, this week is shaping up to be an exceptional week for Jurassic World Alive. The battle tournament, season tournaments, whatever you want to call them, come to an end, I believe on the 4th, if I'm not mistaken. So keep that in mind. And everything that I'm seeing is a lead up to the end of the tournament season. And then potentially we could have the release of 1.6. I'm very excited about the Velociraptors being out during the day. So I'm actually going to make my way over to one of these two, probably this one over here, and talk about what all we have going on this week, because like I said, I think it's going to be a good one. Since I am in a park, and I do have a little bit of a ways to walk before I get to the Velociraptor, I'm gonna go ahead and pop a small scent capsule, looking not for Tanicolagrius. I was actually looking for Dilophosaurus Gen 2, which is not gonna happen. A viewer actually mentioned that last week, I think it was, in a video, I bypassed a bunch of dinosaurs, and I've kind of always said, dart all of them because you never know when the DNA is gonna be good. I think with Iguanodon, Proceratosaurus, and Montosaurus all getting hybrids, I think that kind of goes to that point. But the reason why I don't dart everything is because when I'm recording a video, I try to really only dart things that are exciting or useful. And a Tanicolagrius, when I have 55,000, is not all that important, nor is it all that exciting. That is why I'm skipping it. And so if you do see me skip a dinosaur, either it means I'm going to go back and dart it later in the video after the video is recorded, or I'm just going to skip it because I'm recording and I don't have time. The DNA is not worth it for me to bother with, and that's why. Anyway, Velociraptor, it's great to see those out during the day. I've got, I don't know, like 3.5 minutes left on my little scent capsule. I did the scent strike today, super easy to take out. All you really need to do is be within 50 meters of the dinosaurs in order to get the maximum dart time available. So I'm going to set my camera down while my scent capsule is running. I'm gonna try to go for a pretty big total here on this little Velociraptor because I definitely need it. .414 is fantastic. There were 2 darts there that did not hit directly, and that's what prevented me from having a perfect score. But if I can get over 400 per attempt on Velociraptor, I'm going to be extremely excited. And look at this. Speaking of extremely excited, Ornithormimus. We know that this guy, girl, is going to get a hybrid coming up, and the movesets on this are such that if it gets any better, and I imagine a hybrid is probably going to be a little bit better than this, it has the potential to be a really solid dinosaur. It is only going to be epic class, and I say only going to be epic class, which means that it's probably going to be a little bit worse than Monomimus, but better than Ornithormimus. I hope that that makes sense. And I hope it kind of like makes sense how I'd come to that conclusion there. Again, Tarbosaurus, I'm gonna go ahead and dart this. But yeah, definitely want to accumulate all of that DNA that you can between now and whenever the update happens. Tarbosaurus is one of these odd dinosaurs. Like, look how slow this thing is moving, and I can't dart it very well at all. 272, when a moment ago I did a Velociraptor, which is also a common class dinosaur, and got over 400, I could potentially go perfect on Apatosaurus. So I'll go ahead and finish out what will probably be the final darts that I throw. I'm not going to be perfect on this one for this video, because we do have a lot to talk about. There's a lot of news that came out late last week that, you know, just between strike towers, I'm out of darts. 338 with no darts left. I kind of blame that on you guys. Somebody watching this video should have informed me that I was just about out of darts and that I should probably spin the supply drop before trying to dart. No. Anyway. All right. Let's talk about the week ahead. The first thing that we should probably talk about is what is happening this week, and that is the featured creatures of the week. The theme is fast dinosaurs. So on Monday and Tuesday, you're going to have 48 attempts at 4 different common dinosaurs: the Dinochirus, Gallimimus, Tanicolagrius, Velociraptor. Now, in my opinion, Velociraptor and Dinochirus are the 2 that you definitely want to be going after here. Dinochirus is Dilorachirus, the unique, and then Velociraptor is just Velociraptor. Everybody knows that you need more Velociraptor than almost anything else in this game. In fact, I've never run the math on it, but you might need more Velociraptor than any other DNA in this game, because it makes Indominus Rex, and Indominus Rex makes 2 hybrids. So yeah, definitely want to put in some serious effort to get those 2. Gallimimus goes towards Monomimus. Tanicolagrius is actually a really nice standalone dino. It will probably get a hybrid at some point in the future. I don't foresee it happening soon, probably at least 2 months away, but it's a really nice dinosaur. But for this one, you can probably skip it. There was a time when Tanicolagrius could take out Indoraptor one-on-one at equal levels, but not anymore. You need to actually be higher level, and the fact that so many people have Indoraptor at like level 23 and higher at this point, it's probably not worth it to do Tanicolagrius. So Dinochirus and Velociraptor are the 2 to go for on Monday and Tuesday as much as possible. Then on Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Charlie, Delta, Erlikosaurus Gen 2, Ornithormimus. We just talked about Ornithormimus a minute ago. It is getting a hybrid. I expect it to be really good. Charlie it's a good dinosaur, just there's no reason here to dart this one. Erlikosaurus Gen 2. When I was coming up in the game, starting off in the earlier arenas, I loved Erlikosaurus Gen 2. It was one of my early speedy dinos. At this point in time, it's just not useful unless that's where you're using it. So I would say Delta is great all the way up. I think mine's level 24. And then Ornithormimus, I would start stockpiling for the hybrid that's coming out. But if you want to go after some Delta, you have 24 attempts. Delta can hold its own. Don't get me wrong here, guys. Then on Saturday and Sunday, we have epic spawns. We have Blue, 6 total, and then Pyroraptor. Blue's a tough one because Blue is really good. As you guys found out if you did the Strike Towers last week, Blue is really good dinosaur. There's no hybrid, which makes it tough to go after. Pyroraptor goes to Pyrotator, and then that forms into a unique. So most likely, most people will want to go for Pyroraptor for the dinosaurs of the week. Continuing on with what is good this week, and another reason why I think this is just an absolutely great week for Jurassic World Alive. If you look at this graphic here, there's so much to be happy about. You have, today you have fast dinos that looks like a just a regular scent capsule. You have an epic scent capsule started today, and then you have a 3-step rare capsule tower to battle. But then look at this, on Tuesday, on Wednesday, then on Thursday or Friday, depending on when you want to take on this tower, and then again on Sunday, 4 epic strike towers, which is great. 2 opportunities to get epic scent capsules. Again, those are going to be great. And the themes always change up this week. So you'll notice some of them are fast dinosaurs, which is the theme of the week. You have high HP dinosaurs, you have armor dinosaurs, and that looks like all 3 categories. But remember, in the incubators that you get out of these towers is going to be the DNA for that group of dinosaurs, or that classing of dinosaurs. Really nice week of dinosaurs that you can really probably accrue quite a bit of solid DNA for, quite honestly. Like always, I expect the epic dinosaurs, I'll do some kind of a guide on them whenever we get to those epic towers. And like I said, and I keep saying it, but it's a great opportunity to get epic dinosaur DNA headed into this new 1.6 update that we should be getting relatively soon. Again, this strike event is going to end on February 3rd. I believe the tournament ends on February 4th, and then I would expect probably that to be a pretty decent time for a new update. And now the thing that I think most people have excitement about are not only new legendary dinosaurs that we'll cover, but also new unique dinosaurs that I want to touch base with. The first, we actually don't know the name of this one, and I will go into that whenever I cover the unique dinosaurs. But the first legendary hybrid is Hatzegoptrix. I don't know why I can't say that. The Hatzegoptrix, I'm sure is completely butchered, and I apologize, but hats plus Darwinopterus into a legendary, and we will get into the name of that legendary soon because we do actually know it. And then we have Kulosuchus plus a new dinosaur that is a common, is going to be the Scolosaurus, and then we have no idea what this is going to be named. But I can tell you that in order to get to the legendary dinosaurs, you're going to do the level +1 method here. So legendary dinosaurs start at level 16, which means your hats and your Darwinopterus are both going to be level 15 is where you're going to need them. And then we will look into fusions in just a moment. Kulosuchus, same thing, level 15, and then the Scolosaurus, also it's a common, level 15 on that. If we are to look at legendaries and their components, when you have an epic dinosaur that goes into legendary DNA, you're going to need 50 of the epic DNA, and then you're going to need 500 of the common class DNA. And that's what we have with both of these dinosaurs. We have epic and common, so fully expect it to be Darwinopterus 50 DNA, Kulosuchus 50 DNA. The hats is probably going to need 500 and level 15, and the Scolosaurus again 500 DNA per fusion plus level 15. And then of course this is going to lead me into the new uniques, which I know everybody's concerned about. And the one thing that you will learn, and through beta testing this, the 1.6, the thing that I have learned is uniques are insanely difficult to create. So if you feel like it's taking you forever, it really does. Even when you have unlimited resources, it still takes forever in order to unlock a unique dinosaur. So keep that in mind and don't get discouraged if you can't have one the day it drops, and if you can, congratulations. But the first one, and we won't know the name of this one, is Darwinopterus, which we already had Darwinopterus at level 15, plus Monomimus, which is super annoying, let me tell you, fused together to form this, the first pterosaur, the first flyer, unique. And then it's Darwinopterus and Stygimoloch Gen 2, which are going to combine together to form the second flyer unique. And this Darwinopterus is actually the hybrid of the hats and the Darwinopterus that are going to get you that. in order to get unique dinosaurs, they have to be level 20. So keep that in mind. It's going to take a while to fuse all these up to level 20. Plus, with Darwinopterus having so much value for DNA, level 15 to go into the hybrid, and then 50 perfusion for the hybrid. And then on top of that, you have level 20 just to start unlocking the unique. Darwinopterus is going to be very highly coveted DNA. If we are to look at exactly what it's going to take in order to get the combination between the Darwinopterus and the Monomimus, we can look at Trichosaurus for kind of the blueprint here. For your epic, it's going to need to be level 20, as I mentioned before, and it is going to cost 200 DNA per fusion. That's a lot. That is a ton of Darwinopterus. And then on top of that, for the legendary component, it's going to again need to be level 20, and you're going to need 50 DNA per fusion. As you can see, this pterosaur is going to take a long time and a lot of resources in order to unlock. But let's look at the other one, which actually should be a little bit easier for most people to unlock, because it does have a legendary component and then a common class component. In order to figure out what it is we're looking at, we need to look no further than Indoraptor, which also has the legendary component of Indominus Rex and then the common component of Velociraptor. And you will see the legendary component again needs 50 per fusion. On top of that, for the common, which is this case is going to be Stygimoloch Gen 2, 2,000 DNA. So as you can see, it's going to take a lot of Stygimoloch Gen 2. Now the good news is, Stygimoloch Gen 2, nobody's had anything to do with that DNA for so long that you probably have quite a bit accrued. I think mine's at level 20, I still have like 55,000 DNA. So it just shows how much DNA I actually had saved of that dinosaur. I imagine most people will be really close to getting their Stygimoloch Gen 2 to level 20, if not be able to get it to 20 with extras. Then on top of that, the problem is going to be the Darwinopterus, which is a park only spawn. Getting that up to level 15 and then having additional DNA, or level 20, and then having additional DNA on top of that, you're going to have to choose with Darwinopterus. Are you going to go to 15 then work on the legendary, or are you going to try to get to 20 and then work on the unique? It's tough choices. Very similar to T-Rex, where if we look at T-Rex, you know, it has Trichosaurus, which is a unique dinosaur that is a direct hybrid off of T-Rex. But then it also has Indominus Rex, which is a legendary hybrid that splits off and makes a unique dinosaur. So very, very similar. The difference being that T-Rex for the longest time was a global spawn that you could get anytime, anywhere. And Darwinopterus is a park-only spawn, which makes it a little more difficult to come by. And it's a newer dinosaur. T-Rex was there from the beginning of the game, and Darwinopterus is relatively new. I think 1.3 maybe is when that dinosaur joined us. While I'm sitting here going over all of this, I'm going to spin the special event supply drop because I do need some darts. There's 24 there, and there is an Ornithorhynchus. I highly recommend getting closer than 50 meters if you are going to be darting anything. I'm just going to continue to sit right here where I am and dart this from 90 meters away. You probably will only get a dart, maybe 2 darts extra off with that distance of the 50 to the 90. So it's definitely worth your time, especially if you get direct hits on those. But for this particular situation, 10,000 DNA is good. Not gonna be great. There's a Triceratops up there. I see a Velociraptor. I see 2 Velociraptors. So I have my work cut out for me. Again, I think you've seen both of my attempts. I've had 3 attempts on the common dinosaurs of the week out of the 48. So I've had a lot of work to do over Monday and Tuesday. My God, there's a bee. That is the end of this video. Did you see me jump? Oh my God. I'm not gonna sit here and tempt this bee anymore. That's all I've got for today. So until next time.